emphasis? Was there anything you were seeing on film?
Our rim defense?
Yeah.
I think, we just want to keep trying to get better. Protecting the paint is something that's been a point of emphasis for us from day one. Is it rim field goal percentage or attempts at the rim, or they're all a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
Usually that's indicative of, 7'2" shot blocker. So if it's not that, it means we're playing better team defense. And I think the big thing for us is to try to build a perimeter around the rim, and make it hard to get to the rim. When we were doing that earlier in the year, as a result of that, we were giving up more threes, and I think we've been better contesting those shots. We've gotten a little lucky, which we weren't early. So all those things kind of flow into each other, but I think generally speaking, we're getting a little better defensively, and I say that with full understanding and acknowledgement that we need to continue to do that. By no means are we where I think we need to be.
When you have Zach, Jalen, and DeAndre on the floor at the same time, it seems that you guys are able to find mismatches and exploit them. Is that something that you pay close attention during the game and try to exploit those when you get them?
I think I don't want to play mismatch basketball. I think because basically, at least throughout the course of the game, I think the ball stops. And no matter what the matchups are like, it's not to say we don't want to take advantage of a mismatch, but our guys having a recognition individually that maybe they have an advantage. Sometimes mismatches are you're quicker than someone or you're bigger. In this case, I think bigger is what you're referring to, right? So I'd like for that to be a part of what we do. Same way if a team is switching, that can bog you down trying to we're going to attack a switch, and that's never quite as easy as you think it is. So I'd like for us to keep playing, and sometimes creating cross matches becomes a mismatch. And there are times in the game, whether it's at a timeout or a dead ball situation, where yes, understanding where those potential opportunities are with respect to mismatches, that's a time to do it. It doesn't impact other things you're trying to do offensively, whether it be pace or ball movement.
Coach DeJounte Murray returns tonight. I guess
Yeah.
for you, what are some of the things that you enjoyed about coaching him, and what did you learn about him as a player while he was here?
A lot of things, and I don't want to try to list them all. What I will say is that I think we appreciate everything DeJounte did while he was here and what he provided this franchise. From a coaching standpoint, he was always someone, he's competitive, and I think his competitive spirit is the thing as much as anything that for me is when I think of DeJounte, that's what I think of, and we wish him the best.
Coach, DeAndre Hunter has been giving y'all a lot of juice off the bench as well. What have you liked about the way he's played these last 3 games?
It's his birthday today. Yeah, so he hopefully he'll keep going. It's nice when you're young and you have a birthday. It doesn't really matter. I think he's DeAndre has really embraced some things on the offensive end, and he's finding a great balance. When I say embraced, he's been aggressive shooting the ball when he's open. I think sometimes it takes guys a little while to realize, in his case, because of his size, sometimes he's been open when it maybe doesn't feel like he's as open. But for me, a contested three is not necessarily, it's still, I wouldn't say it's an open shot, but it can be a good shot. I think he's also made good reads in those situations where he's been able to get to the rim, and then he's been really opportunistic in his ability to create shots for us. So mixing those three things together, and I would even add, get to the foul line. So that's a good combination of versatility. And then the other thing that I would be neglectful if I didn't bring up is just how consistent he is defensively. Wherever the matchup is, and we talk a lot about the individual matchups, but he's someone that takes a lot of pride in what he's doing off the ball too. So he's playing well for good reasons. Okay.
All right.